Audio test. How's our audio? Dan?
Huh? I'm eating an orange.
A blood orange.
Blood orange. It's red. That is red color, and that is orange. What rhymes with orange? Orange? Nothing. What rhymes with orange? Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Porridge.
Orange.
Porridge.
No, nothing rhymes with orange. That's the... I guess orange.
Orange.
Orange rhymes with orange.
Get powder coated, Dan. What? Happy New Year, everybody. This is Cole with Regal Metalworks. Trying to get in vlog 100. Tried to get it in before the new year, but it just didn't happen. Well, what we got here? Look at this guy. What? She's in for a custom exhaust. Just kidding. We're actually doing powder coating the wheels. That's why the wheels are off. And the wheels just came back from the blasters, which are right here, a mobile blasting unit. And these are getting satin black. InChange Designs is the one doing this car. They actually clear wrapped this entire car, with the exception, I think, of a couple panels back there. And they're doing all the chrome here in satin black. And the wheels were silver, I believe. And they want them to match in satin black. So we're working on that a little bit later today. We'll be powder coating that.
I'm raw vegan. For the 1700 hour today.
I don't know what he just said. I don't even know if that was English. Also, we've been working on these guys here. Got these all ready to go. Still got to cut the plates out. Got to drill the holes on these poles, but the past couple days I've been working on getting those all done.
This one's extra.
Yeah, it's extra special, just like you, Dan.
My mom always says that to me. Thank you.
Over here, we've been working on this pallet. No, this is actually my old CNC mill. That's palleted up and getting ready to ship out. I was trying to get a quote on that. I was using a freight quote, and the prices were just coming back ridiculous. You can get this from the manufacturer, I think, for like $125 freight, and then another $50 for home delivery with a lift gate. But for some reason, I mean, the best price I'm getting is like $550 or something like that, which is ridiculous. So if anybody knows of a freight company that I can get a good quote from, Freight Quote does a random a bunch.
Are watching.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. So, no, I lost my train of thought. Edit! If anybody knows of a freight company that I could work directly with, it would be better than working through Freight Quote, because I'm sure Freight Quote takes a commission and blah, blah, blah. We'd love to get this thing shipped, going to Colorado for $400 would be great. So, the other thing we've been working on, which you might have seen in the background here, is Welcome to Sesame Street. And Dan sweeping.
I get to Sesame Street.
It reminds.
Right
it reminded me of Sesame Street, the brick. I don't know why. And it's funny because my nephew said the exact same thing when he first saw it. We were going to drywall this, but we decided till we drywall it, tape it, mud it, sand it, paint it, the amount of time that's going to put into that, we just don't have. This board here is a little bit more than drywall, and it's finished. We just have some trim pieces we got to do. We got to cut some trim in and do trim around the door and the window, and they didn't quite fall on centers, and you can't really rip these like you would like drywall, because you know then your brick won't line up.
Take them inside.
Inside, yeah. So we'll get that done. Inside, yeah. We moved the tumbler. The tumbler has been moved. It's on the timer now, so all I have to do is set it and forget it, and it'll shut off when it's done. In here, we're doing, we were going to do OSB, but OSB's, I don't know when it got so expensive. But for like $5 more, we got this simulated wainscoting, and it's already white. And we'll just staple that up there. That'll look really nice and give us a lot of ambient light. This one, at some point, will have to get painted. This wall, we're going to do pegboard, so we'll have hanging in there.
I put some flying buttress stabilizers up here.
Oh, yeah.
Cut them custom and fit them to size. It turned out really nice. So, like, if any of you want somebody to drill in wood blocks to wood, just hit me up.
We actually we ran out of this special wood. We had this tongue and groove, so we just did plywood up there, and it's actually really stable. And we ran trusses, 12-inch trusses, or 10-inch, whatever these boards were. We have stuff already stored up there, quite a bit. That was out here on the floor. We moved. Besides the mess that we made with this, doing this stuff, but there was a ton of stuff that was down here, which you probably saw in the previous vlogs. Now we have it stored up in there. And there'll be more stuff that will go up in there and get out of the way. So Dan, hurry up and get that so we can get this powder coat job started.
Got it. On it. Hurrying up as fast as I can. Tell you what, I'm really moving fast.
This batch I just pulled out of the tumbler still has water on it, has a little bit of the powder from the ceramic. So I'm going to go ahead and dry it off, because if not, it'll actually start to have form a little bit of rust on there. So I'll blow it off and stick it in the pile, and those ones over there will need to be wiped down with acetone before welding and powder coat. Well, if that isn't monotonous. So these guys are all good. They'll just need to get wiped down with acetone, and then the plates get welded on. I got a couple more plates yet tomorrow. I have all these cut. I got the 12 inchers for the flagpoles cut. Those holes need to be drilled in the flagpoles, and then that all could be welded together. I still have some of the 12 inchers in the tumbler, and they're probably ready to swap around. I couldn't, got a little greedy, tried to put in too many, and it was getting bottlenecked. Let's take a look, see how they look. Yeah, they're looking really good. I call them done. Birdie. Hello to all the people.
Hello, subscribers. My name's Ladybird. I want to go home. Mr. Man.
You're ahead of yourself.
So we got to set this temporary rig up here between two ladders. powder coat these wheels.
Do some pull-ups on it.
These are rim-a-dim-dim-dim-dims. So we're going to shoot the face flat like this up on the bucket.
Shoot as in powder coating?
Yes. Mainly due to the fact that these areas here are going to be difficult to get to. The powder's not going to want to really lay in there. It's going to fight you, especially in here. Gravity will be your friend. Shooting it like this will not be your friend. It'll fight you, especially trying to get it up in there. And then we'll put it up, hang it up here, and then we'll shoot the inside in the barrel. We should be good to go. We can put all 4 in the oven. 2 racks there, 2 racks here. You can see it's kind of dark.
You can hang from
there. Yeah. Go ahead, hang Dan.
What is that? I think my button just popped in my pants. Definitely did.
People, do you think his pants are way too tight?
No, it's just my belt. Hold on.
So I rigged these things up for another set of wheels I powder coated a couple years ago. They work pretty good. They go right through the valve stem, and you can hang it from there, and then you can do a pivot, which is really nice. That works really well. I've seen other people actually wrap wire around it and hang the wire off the barrel, but I think that looks bush league, just because then you see the powder line. This is pretty much as about unobtrusive as you're going to get, that I found, unless you design a way, and I might do that if I start doing more wheels, where it sits on a cone, and then you can pivot that cone. But I'll have to make that at some point. But I don't do a lot of wheels because they are a pain in the butt.
This is my belt. I fixed it.
Yeah.
I'm not fat, big boned.
Okay. So Dan.
Thanks and stuff. Okay, goodbye. That's all I could think of doing.
He's special. He needs help. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your friends, neighbors. Stay safe out there in that nuclear snow bomb that's going on.
Yeah, it's really cold out, windy. We are kind of spared. We didn't get the brunt of the storm, but we're definitely getting the wind, and it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
So
I'd rather get the snow than the cold.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sure.
Maybe that's probably wrong. Because at least you can like move around.
In the cold or in the snow?
You can like drive somewhere here.
In the cold. Maybe.
Yeah, but in the snow you can't. Anyway, that's the most boring sign off we've ever done.
100 vlogs! Yay!
Yay, 100!